What's going on, guys? Yo, it's Buffalo Bob, and before I get going today, I just want to say Happy Thanksgiving to everybody who celebrates, and make sure you guys enjoy the holiday. There's going to be lots of food, friends, family. Obviously, everybody does something differently every year. Like, for example, obviously I'm watching football, and then there's some who watch the International Dog Show. There's some who put on Thanksgiving specials and Christmas specials. It's that time of the year. It's the holidays. So I just wanted to throw that out there before I forget. So, once again, happy Thanksgiving for all of those who celebrate. So, time flies quickly, doesn't it? So, 3 weeks ago, me, my wife Brittany, Tom Wujek, and Rob Hazu, the four of us were just in Cincinnati, Ohio, for the Bills-Bengals game back in Week 9 and earlier this month. And it was a major success in spite of the loss. So now, Britt and I have one more trip together this year, and it's actually going to be starting tomorrow during the day on Black Friday. Yeah, we're going to be spending 4 days in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to see the Buffalo Bills take on the Philadelphia Eagles. So this is a pretty big deal because the Eagles are now 9-1 with the best record in the NFL, and they just beat the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday Night Football, and the Bills are coming off their first win since firing former offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey. And Joe Brady, who is the interim offensive coordinator as of this recording, is calling the shots on offense. So it's a pretty intense game, and it's going to be in a hostile environment in Philadelphia. Now, I have a friend who lives in Philadelphia, and he's actually a resident 20 minutes right outside of Philly. And his name is Brian Trainer, and he's one of my good buddies on Facebook, and we've been friends for like 6, 7, 8 years. And he was one of my old admins on a page I used to run called NHL Fans 365, and he was my Philadelphia Flyers admin, but irrelevant. So that's how I know him. So originally, when we were planning this trip out, we got the tickets in June, me and Brittany, and we both agreed that, we would go to the game because it's part of Road to 32, it's part of the agenda anyway. So we both agreed that if we were going to go to the Eagles game, we would have to have a third ringer with us. And sure enough, I asked my friend CJ, who was one of my groomsmen, he couldn't do it. At my wedding last year, he couldn't do it. And he is a season ticket holder for the Eagles, but he had other commitments at the time, so he couldn't do it. So I asked my buddy Brian Trainer. So thankfully, he's coming with us to Philadelphia for the Eagles game. Otherwise, if we didn't have a third ringer, we wouldn't be getting tickets to this game, even though we needed to complete it anyway. So it's nice to know that it's going to be, set and over with. And I will say I'm pretty eager and excited to go to Philadelphia, to go to the Link, the city of brotherly love. And I should probably mention as well that this is not going to be a long drive either, because I live in Long Island, and Philadelphia, through traffic right now, would take about estimately about 2 to 3 hours at minimum. So it's not a far drive. But because, it's the holiday season and people are coming in and out of their states or whatever and visiting friends and family and all that jazz, it's going to be a bloody massacre because the fact that, what's it called? People are coming in and they're going to want to, spend time with their family, but they're coming in from like Alabama, California, Tennessee, or any other state that you can think of, Florida. There's people who are flying in from all across the country just to spend time with family on Thanksgiving and obviously Christmas that's coming up in a month. So, yeah, so I'm excited. Me and Britt are going to Philadelphia this weekend, and we're going to be spending 4 days there. And I mentioned before, we're going to the Eagles game, so it's going to be pretty exciting. And there is some pretty heavy storylines going on. This is going to be Sean McDermott's first time back in Philadelphia since being hired as the Bills head coach in 2017. And keep in mind, I believe he was the defensive coordinator under Andy Reid like 15 years ago. But this has nothing to do with the current regime of the Eagles. But Sean McDermott knows the Eagles in the back of his head. Obviously not this team because, it's completely different. But, it's just a nice touch. That's all I'm saying. So, the other storyline, too, as well, is that Josh Allen has never been to Philadelphia. Nobody on the current team has been to Philly. But I think the last time they played the Eagles in Philadelphia, I want to say was 2015. I want to say when LaShawn McCoy went back to Philly as a member of the Bills. And obviously they lost that game, but that was how many years ago? So, it's an interesting take, and there's a pretty good chance that this is a quote-unquote trap game for the Eagles. But we'll find out come Sunday. So with that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. And like I said, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. And I'll see you tomorrow when we get on the road to Philadelphia. Okay, so it's Friday, November 24th. And it is exactly almost 24 hours removed from Thanksgiving. And it is about 10 a.m. And I am waiting for Brittany to get out of work, which will take about maybe 4 hours. And once she gets out of work, we'll be on our way to Philadelphia. And I got to tell you, I have mixed feelings about going to the city. I mean, I'm excited to explore it and, try basically the Philly cheesesteaks and see the Eagles game, of course. I mean, that's what they're ultimately there for. And just seeing all these things coming up. So it may be a 4-day trip, but at least it's going to be leaving a huge impact since it's one of the local drives. I mean, last year we drove to Boston to see my sister-in-law Kimmy to see the Bills-Patriots game that was on Thursday night. So it feels like deja vu, but it's not deja vu. So it's going to be interesting how everything plays out from there. So I guess we'll find out, and, we'll catch you when we get to Philly. And, yeah, I'm excited. Brunswick, New Jersey, and we are within approximately under 1 hour. It's currently 4:06 p.m. and we are on our way to Philadelphia. How's the drive been so far?
It's been good. After you get out of New York, it's fine.
Well, yeah. I mean, it wasn't that bad today as far as traffic goes.
No, it's just like the Belt Parkway is. The Belt Parkway is always a bad trouble.
Yeah, that's true too. So, we should be there within 50 to 45 minutes until we get to Philadelphia. I don't know if you guys can see it in the distance. Up in the sky, there's a shitload of birds. And they don't stop at all. Like, that's crazy. Look at all this. These are all birds. Are they birds or are they bats? That's crazy. Alright guys, here we are. Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Broad Street. So we finally made it. Britt, how you feeling? Good. So it's good to know that we're finally here. The drive wasn't too bad. We should be landing at our hotel in about 5 minutes, but it is now official. We are in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So until then, we'll see you when we get off the ground. As soon as Brittany and I checked into our hotel in downtown Philadelphia, the first thing we did was we settled down for a bit, took a shower for the evening. Then we went outside to the Red Owl Tavern, which was a 5-minute walk. And it was not that bad outside. It was around maybe late 30, early 40s degrees in that evening. So it was really nice to go in and just settle down. All right, we're here at the Red Owl Tavern in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Can't wait to try it. And Britt and I just got here about, 10 minutes ago?
5 minutes ago.
Okay, so within that perspective, we ended up walking down here. So it's really dark in here, so that's why it looks like this. But it's a really nice tavern. And this is the menu. It's only one side, but it's cool though. So we're about to order and we're gonna go from there. So we'll tell you in a sec what we're gonna have.
It's our final football trip this year.
Yeah, last one to Philadelphia. Wow, take a look at this, guys. This is called charred octopus, and it's an appetizer. It's like rice and octopus, and I'm not really sure what this is. I would assume this is tartar sauce, but I'm not really sure. Ready to eat this thing? All right, let's go find out. Here's the appetizer. This is this is charred octopus. So we got some sour cream on the side. Let me just put that here. So here we go. Charred octopus here with the Red Owl Tavern in Philadelphia. Here we go. Yeah. It's not bad. It's a little dry, but that's okay. I like it. I like the octopus though, I'll say that. It's really crunchy. Wow. This is a huge burger. Double layered, 2 patties. And there was vegetables like tomatoes, onions, pickles, which I don't really like any of them on a burger, but I kept the lettuce. So I'm excited to eat this and show you guys what this is all about. This is the Tavern Burger here in the Red Owl Tavern in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And this thing is freaking huge. Here we go. This is amazing. One more time. It's amazing. All the way. After eating octopus and burgers at the Red Owl Tavern, Britt and I walked back to the hotel knowing that Saturday, which would be the full day in the Amish country, so not only would we be going to the Amish country, but this will also be the time for the first time we meet Brian Trainer. There it is, guys. Lincoln Financial Field, home of the Philadelphia Eagles. My God, that looks gorgeous.
And there's Phillies Stadium right there.
And look at that, Citizens Bank Park is also there as well, home of the Philadelphia Phillies. So,
wow, first impressions, it looks like a really nice field.
Much better.
I'm not gonna lie.
Looks much better than Cincinnati. I mean, what can I say? And there's Citizens Bank Park, and then there's the link. I love that little signature right there of team name or who plays here and whatnot. I'll say this real quick. This looks a hell of a lot better than Cincinnati. You know, and look at that. There's Wells Fargo Center.
Wow, everybody's all grouped together right here.
Home of the Philadelphia Flyers. My God. So everybody's here. Oh, and I should also mention the Sixers play there as well. So all 4 teams play in the same area.
We got all 3 right there for a couple of seconds.
Wow, look at that. A freaking Wawa here in Philadelphia. Holy crap. So I'm inside Wawa in Philadelphia, and look what I find. It's a Philadelphia Eagles rolled gold pretzel bag. This is something new for me. The following morning, after our arrival to Philadelphia late last night, after Britt and I got the Red Owl Tavern for dinner, we got up the next morning to go and get Brian Trainer, which took up to a half an hour from his house. And directly from there, it took another 1 hour and 15 minutes to go to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, a.k.a. the Amish country. And boy, Britt has been looking forward to this for a while, and you'll understand in a minute.
That we're owning it. We're having trouble with paying the bills for like the suppliers and
What's up, guys? Hey, babe.
Hi.
All right, we're gonna be going on that tour bus over there, as you can see, and it's gonna take us to all across the Amish country, called the Amish Experience. And we're about to go inside, but first, I want to introduce you to somebody. All right, we're out here in the Amish country, and this, my friends, this is Brian Trainer.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing, Brian?
Good, you?
Good. So I mentioned yesterday that in our first vlog, yesterday we got back from Philadelphia, and we got here pretty late. So we needed a whole day, and now We're in the Amish country, and we're about to go on a tour for what is it, an hour and 30 minutes, they said?
Something like that.
Yeah, so we're going to be spending 3 days with this guy. Today, tomorrow for the Eagles game, and throughout the entire day on Monday when we see the entire city of Philadelphia. Yeah, isn't that funny how that works? So, and of course, I can't forget my wife Brittany's right here.
Still here.
Yeah, she's still there. And then, of course, the new guy, Brian Trainer, is with us. Now, for those who don't know, Brian Trainer was once my Flyers admin on NHL Fans 365 for what, 6-7 years?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a handful of years ago, and then we still stay connected within the War Room, which is a personal private chat that we have, and he's one of our followers on Buffalo After Dark, so he frequently comes on the show and says, hey guys, what's up? So he's never been on camera before or any of these Road to 32 vlogs, so I'm excited to have him with us for this trip, and all I'm just going to say is welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So, you ready to go on this tour bus?
Yep.
Yeah. Britt, what about you?
Yes.
You're excited?
Yes.
Cool. So, as you can see, the bus is behind me, but it's not open yet. There's no driver. So, for the time being, we just got to wait outside for a little longer. It's not too bad out, but I expect the weather to drop later tonight. So, the goal is we're going to see the Amish country, explore it, and then we're going to go out to lunch by a bourbon barbecue place, which is right over behind Trainer, but it's a little too far out to show you. Yeah, it's a smokehouse, basically. It's kind of like what Britt and I did last year in Kansas City, but in the middle of nowhere in the Amish country. So I'm looking forward to it, man. It's been like 20 years since I've been here. So with that said, we're all going to log off for now, and we'll show you the tour. These are homemade pretzels here in the Amish country. And they're delicious, honestly. Yeah. I mean, I took a couple of bites. And you got the cinnamon flavor?
Mm-hmm. It's good.
And you got the same thing as I did, Trader?
Yeah.
Nice. And I'm going to finish this up. Now I'm going to show you guys in a minute homemade root beer. And this is homemade root beer. Which is really good, honestly. I actually like this better than like corporate root beer. Brett got one and Trainer got lemonade. So works out better. Oh, aren't you guys cute? They got freaking ponies.
And they got, what are those, llamas or alpacas?
Like those are llamas.
And they got sheepies.
And they got roosters over there.
Yeah.
But to the left, there's roosters there too.
There's sheepies back there.
Yeah, and I think, I'm not taking
Yeah, and by the farm, there's a sheep over there too.
They got some turkeys over here too.
Of course they do. It's a
But they're underneath the wood here, like on the ground.
Yeah, I see them now. And there's a chicken right here.
Yeah.
Look at how massive they are.
Hey guys. After our little hiatus, after homemade pretzels and homemade root beer, we were told to immediately go back on the bus for part 2 of the tour.
Like Arlington.
It does, doesn't it? English. An Amish wedding lasts all day. They're having lunch.
He's right there.
He's filling it with manure.
So, how'd you like the tour?
I actually think it was very interesting.
It was very interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. How about you, Mr. Trainer? How'd you feel about the tour?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we learned a lot more than we thought. I thought it was just butter and farming, but I guess now we learned that they make root beer and lemonade. So that's awesome. Yeah. All right, we're here at Low and Slow Smokehouse. Let's go see what this place is all about. All right, we're here at Low and Slow Smokehouse here in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, in the Amish country, and we can't wait to try it. Are you guys ready to have some lunch?
Yep.
Yeah. And look at this seating. Let me move this chair so you can see it better. We got a fire pit right next to us, so we're all nice and cozy. After almost an hour, 30-minute drive out to the Amish country, and we got this really nice view of this restaurant. It's like a log cabin, so we're gonna have some lunch here and we'll go from there. So these are the smokehouse wings here at Low and Slow Smokehouse, as you can see, and we're gonna try it. And if you're wondering, this is blue cheese. Yes, I'm a Bills fan and I know better. And the trainer's got what, ranch?
I think it was blue cheese. He said from both.
Yeah. Well,
I'll taste it out here in a second.
and then check this out. You got fried chicken.
You guys got everything you want?
Yep.
So, yeah. You got fried chicken there. What is that, honey mustard?
No, it's just applesauce,
Applesauce.
potatoes, and then a little cornbread and butter.
That's really interesting. But we're going to give it a try. Alright, so here we are. This is the Smokehouse Wings. Here at Low and Slow in the Amish country in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So, we're going to do it really wrong. Put the wing upside down. Here we go. This is really good. This is phenomenal. Yeah. So you guys have fun today?
Yep.
Yeah, you had fun?
Yep.
That's good.
I actually enjoyed the tour thing.
What did you enjoy?
The tour.
You enjoyed the Amish tour?
Yeah.
That's good. So the plan is now to go back to Philadelphia and get ready for the Miracle on 13th Street Festival of Light. And it's the opening night, so we're going to head back to Philadelphia now. So until then, wish us luck. With lunch wrapping up, we all agreed to go back to downtown Philadelphia by 4:35 o'clock. And you may be wondering, what's there this time? Actually, there was something going on, and it was called the Miracle on 13th Street. What is it? It's a local light show that takes place every year on 13th Street in South Philly. So we saw an advertisement on Facebook for it, and we all said, let's just take an Uber and go. And that's exactly what we did. And it was kind of disappointing because it was a very short event, at least in walking distance.
Cause no matter how far
Take a selfie about
Bye, Miracle on 13th Street. Catch you later. So the Miracle on 13th Street light show was honestly underwhelming and disappointing because of how short it was. However, the three of us decided to go to a place called Chickies and Pete's, which is on New Drexel Hill in Pennsylvania, which is about 10 minutes from Brian's house. So that's where we did. So we ended up calling for an Uber to take us back to the hotel. Then we took our car to Chickies and Pete's for dinner. And then afterwards, we parted ways before we headed to the Eagles game for tomorrow night. All right, we're going to Chickies and Pete's, which is a crab house and a sports bar. We're gonna see what this place is all about. All right, we're here at Chickies and Pete's here in New Drexel, Pennsylvania. Can't wait to try it. This is actually a sports bar just a half an hour outside of Philadelphia. And next to Trainer here, he recommended it, right?
Yep.
So what is it about this place that makes it so special?
It's more so the crab fries for it.
Crab fries?
Yeah, that's what they're known for.
Interesting. And I also noticed the crab is in here as well.
Yes.
Oh man, well here's the thing. I grew up in a big seafood household, so chances are I'm probably going to be a sucker for the crabs. I just don't know which one yet, but you know what? It's Philadelphia. I may as well try them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They even got like other stuff other than crabs. They got like mussels, clams, oysters, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Other than the crabs.
Oh, yeah, look at all of them.
I plan to eat it. That's what I plan to do. So this little platter that you guys see in front of us here, these are called crab fries. And notice how it has two sides of sauce, and we're about to try it and see how it is. And so here we are. This is a crab fry. Wonder what kind of sauce it is.
It's just cheese, melted cheese.
Oh, it's melted cheese. Okay.
Yeah.
So melted cheese or crab fry. It tastes like crab. It's actually really. Well, ladies and gents, this is a half a pound of king crab. Look at these two. They got melts. And I'm the only one that's actually, yeah, there it is. That's the melt. And I get this, which, I mean, I'm in the mood for seafood, but goddamn, this thing is huge.
That's seafood.
You're not kidding. Yeah, seriously, look at that.
That's amazing. Thank you.
That is massive. But guess what? This is going in my tummy. All right, so I'm going to put this down in a minute, but I wanted to show this off real quick. This is freaking huge. All right, so I got somewhat out. So, let me find my fork. This thing is huge. So, let me put it in butter so I can show you guys. Hopefully all that cracking was worth it. So here we go. That's good. Looks really good with the butter. So that was Chickies and Pete's in Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania. Britt, did you like it?
Yeah.
You did? Cool. How about you, Trainer?
Yep, I always do.
Well, yeah. I mean, you live here, so yeah. But you want to hear a really interesting story? I paid $90 for that bowl of king crabs. And the reason for it is because there was no price tag on there. You'd figure, $50, whatever. But no, that's double than what I would have originally paid for. $90 for a bowl of king crab legs. That's insane money right there. But it is Philadelphia, so I'm going to enjoy it. As Saturday night has come to a close, me and Brittany dropped off Brian at his house for the evening to get ready for the big day tomorrow, as Brittany and I drove back a half an hour from Drexel Hill to Philadelphia as we prepare for the next day, the Eagles game. Unsurprisingly, Eagles fans live up to their reputation as the rowdiest fan base in the NFL, and walking down that aisle just proved it. I mean, they hated us. Look at that. It's a giant Eagles logo. And there's the link right there, and we're about to go down there. Out of all the stadiums Britt and I have visited in 2023 for Road to 32, Lincoln Financial Field was by far the best one. The exterior was amazing. The interior was even better. It was easy to navigate the seats, and on top of all that, the fans, oh man, as rowdy as they were, they brought their A game every single time. It reminded us so much of Arrowhead Stadium from last year. It's insane. I'll say this, Philadelphia is a huge football town to the point it will rival Kansas City. You ready, Britt?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Let's enjoy the Eagles game. You guys ready for the game?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's nice and cozy in this escalator, that's for damn sure. Unlike some other city, New England. Cincinnati. You're guilty too, Cincy. Right here reminded me of something. Remember last year when we went to New England and they were doing the throwbacks? Yeah. That's exactly what this is. This is literally the Kelly Green Eagles cup. And I don't know if there's anything on the side.
No.
It's just Pepsi, yeah. And twice, as we were talking about this, or before I recorded, the fireworks went off to say, 1 hour till game! That's basically what happened. And yeah, I saw that. And the kickoff goes to the Bills. Touchback. On, pressure. Oh, found him. Yeah! Woo! Let's go. Good. Got it. Go. That's it. Right to Kincaid. Good. There we go. Let's go! Woo! Terrell Bernard! Let's go!
Touchback. First.
Pressure! They got him.
A.J. Brown.
Oh! Yes! He caught it! He caught it! He got it! He got it! Yes! They caught it! Yeah! Holy shit! What a catch! It's good. All right, it is halftime, and the Bills are up 17-7 over the Philadelphia Eagles. Britt, how are you feeling about it? Still got a whole nother half? Yeah, you all right? All nice and warm? That's good. And how about you, Trey? How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah? I mean, we still got a whole half to go. Yep. Yeah, so with the meantime, I just want to give you guys a quick update, and it should be a pretty interesting second half of the game. So with that, what? Yeah, halftime's over. So with that being said, we're going to get ready for the second half, and go Bills. All right, and the second half is underway.
Even just like have a conversation with the bar.
Oh my God! There you go! Woo! Let's go! Whip the ball. All right. Yeah! What a dart! Stonehenge Davy! Let's go! There you go.
Complete pass. He stole the ball. He stole the ball. That's retarded.
Second and 15, 35 seconds. Come on, D. That's it. All right, what is it? Go, Josh! Run, 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 run! There you go. It's good. Woo! Let's go. All right, 3rd and 4. Ball at the Bills 40 in overtime. Come on! So, we are walking out of Lincoln Financial Field, as you can see, as the Philadelphia Eagles defeat the Buffalo Bills 37-34 in overtime. Britt, how'd you feel about the game?
Again, my expectations were 0, so blew my expectations out of the water.
Yeah, going into overtime with the top team in the league, that's saying a lot, you know? I mean, credit to the Eagles. They put up a fight for sure. How'd you feel about it, trainer?
It was all right.
It was all right? At least the Eagles won, so I'll give them that. But as for the Bills, I think it's time. It's time to give it to Sean McDermott. They will not win a Super Bowl with that guy. So, there you go. But generally speaking, we're going to get out of here and hope for the best. You could probably imagine how the three of us felt just walking in hard rain, and it was cold as hell. We were all drenched, just like how me and Britt felt back in Washington back in September. So it was basically that, but just as worse. But anyways, after the Eagles game, Britt and I, along with Trainer, went to Chickies and Pete's for a second night in a row because we were desperate and once again trying to find something to do. And that's what we agreed to do, was go back to Drexel Hill and grab a Philly cheesesteak. All right, for the second night in a row, we're going to Chickies and Pete's, and we are just coming off from the Eagles game. I wouldn't be surprised if we were berated, but we will find out when we get inside. So, for the second night in a row, we are at Chickies and Pete's. We just got back from the Eagles game, as you just saw, and we are all shivering, we are tired, we are cold, and it is nuts. And there's been a lot of comments from Eagles fans and Bills fans alike, so it's going to be an interesting dinner, I suppose, and it's almost, I want to say, 10 o'clock. So at that point, we're here pretty late, so we're going to be back here again at Chickies and Pete's.
So we completed our mission with going to Philadelphia. Even though the Bills lost today, it was a fun experience. And
Absolutely.
we can officially cross the Eagles off our list.
Cheers.
For road to 32.
That's right. And we still got one more day to go. So this is the classic Philly cheesesteak here at Chickies and Pete's in Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania. So with that, for the first time on this trip, a Philly cheesesteak. And in that exact moment, I burnt the shit out of my lip. It's hot, but it's really good. Typical Philly. It's the way to go. After the Eagles game, Britt and I went back to the hotel and showered for the evening, and we were getting ready to go to bed. We were both tired and cold from the rain. So then at that point, we were ready to go to bed and be on our next adventure. A tour of the city. Oh, man. Alright, I just found a penny on the floor right here on the ground. I figured Benjamin Franklin's tomb is right here, and you can see the signs right here as well. So what I'm going to do now is put this in here to pay my respects. So thank you, Ben, and thank you for everything you've done for America. So there you go.
Nice.
And then here's like a little towel of Ben Franklin's son, Francis. I guess King or whatever next one here. This one is John Reed.
You want to? That's Independence Hall. There's the famous National Park Service logo. We've seen this in multiple places. You know, St. Louis, Washington, D.C., now Philadelphia. They're all over the place. The first of many landmarks in Philadelphia of the day was the Liberty Bell.
Originally called the State House.
The Pennsylvania State Bell, aka the Liberty Bell, was originally founded in 1753, and it used to be the bell tower bell that was rung every day around the time of Independence Hall while writing the Declaration of Independence, and it's now an historic landmark here in Philadelphia. The shots you will be seeing in a few minutes will be from the city sightsee and bus tour in downtown Philadelphia, and you're going to be seeing a lot of bumper views of the shots in a few minutes.
Yeah, I've never been on one of these
Oh my god, the top or something.
You guys ready to go on the tour?
Yes.
That's why it's like I was just going to sit down there at first because it's like
I know, because I love the first stop.
and then plus it's like I've never been on a double.
The second, 1790 to 1800. This is the beginning of America's most historical mile. Now the bell up above on your right, that's the which is now on your left, down below in the glass enclosure. Since government offices, food court, there were no Jewish female rabbis. And coming up on your left, get a picture of these. On your left, up above, people have been living there since 1702.
Our first full stop of the day was right here at Betsy Ross's house.
It makes things all newer.
That's two stones that we saw throughout the day. Benjamin Franklin and now Betsy Ross.
So the next bus comes.
New Jersey. That's where we are now, Pennsylvania. Betsy Ross's house.
And also, it's like you think you live in the world today, it'd be like weird now, like trying to live back then. Think about living back then when they did.
Oh, this must be like their loophole. Their rented out house.
Now, before you ask, why is the flag on the floor? Read the card.
Washington. General Washington sort of already knew.
Certain things are is when I get that anxiety, I could feel it like shaking a little bit when everybody would be like uneasy feeling because of like thinking of like you might collapse.
This is a cute little site. It's our kitchen.
It's pretty cool.
So, did you guys enjoy the Betsy Ross house?
Yep.
Yes, very informative.
Yeah, and you got to talk to her for a little while.
Yes.
And she told you everything about the American flag, how she came up with all the designs and all that jazz.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool. So,
And I'll show you because we were
greeting
asking questions and stuff.
by Betsy Ross.
Let me get it out from the safekeeping.
Yeah. You should see what she did to us.
Betsy Ross
Watch this, guys.
made us, because she explained why it was a 5-point star, and she made us a star.
That's amazing. Looks great, honestly. It's like origami.
And
Yeah.
and just with one cut of the scissors.
Yeah, literally, that's it.
But it's really cool, though, that I'm
Yeah.
glad that we have it.
Because people probably don't like stop and ask questions and stuff. So.
Yeah, I'm betting you probably because if people do tour this, they probably just like walk around the garden and don't bother to ask her if they see
Yeah.
her.
The next part of our tour, Rocky Balboa. Watch these feet. These are Rocky's feet from the movie. These are my feet. My feet are very, very wide.
Yeah.
We got big feet.
Yeah, I do.
Because that's why you say.
I've always wanted to do that. Right next door to the Museum of Art, and of course the Rocky Balboa statue, was a mini Rocky Balboa gift shop, and we went there for a little bit before the bus came for us. We also found out that Sylvester Stallone himself will be at the exact same spot where we were standing at on December 3rd signing autographs, and it's probably going to be ludicrous with people wanting to get his grab.
Yes, it did, that little plane. All right. Now the next thing I'm going to show you, a very cool invention on the right. And down the street. And look around.
The last part of the day is a free complimentary tour to both Independence Hall and the Congressional Hall, home of the Declaration of Independence in the United States of America. All right, so we just got back from the big bus tour in Philadelphia. We just explored pretty much the entire city. We're all kind of exhausted, but we have one more thing to do for the day, and that's take a tour of Independence Hall. You ready for this? Brett?
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
Cool. Ready to go to Independence Hall? Yes. All right, let's go do this. So we're on our way to Independence Hall here in Philadelphia.
After sitting down all that time.
Mm-hmm. And then walking.
Yeah, from my.
Based on the Declaration of Common Law books, and of course up there we have. That is because I'm entitled to eat. I have done it many times over the years. Yeah, you know, it's just not real life.
What was signed on July 4th, 1776? The answer? The Declaration of Independence. This is the birthplace of the United States of America, right here at Independence Hall in Philadelphia. The bells you'll be hearing in a few minutes is right outside Independence Hall. It's pretty loud. This is Congress Hall, and two factors happen here. The first one is Vermont, Kentucky, and Tennessee became states, and John Adams, the second president of the United States, was inaugurated here after George Washington stepped down as president. So, did you guys enjoy Independence Hall?
Yep.
You did?
Yeah.
That's sweet. All right. So now we're about to get out of here, and we're gonna go get some Philly cheesesteaks. It's our last major meal here in Philadelphia, and we'll go from there. For our final meal on this trip, we decided to go to Sonny's Famous Cheesesteaks in downtown Philly. All right, here we are, Sonny's Famous Steaks. It's our final dinner stop here on this trip. All right, so we are here at Sonny's Famous Cheesesteaks in downtown Philadelphia, and this is our final meal of this trip. But before I chow down, I just want to say to everybody, Brian, I just want to say thank you for coming with us on this trip.
No problem.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. But in the meantime, there's a little toast to Philadelphia. Till the next one. So this is the loaded cheesesteak here in Philadelphia. As you can see, there's some peppers and onions in here, and there's no mushrooms. But yeah, this is at Sonny's Famous Cheesesteaks here in Philadelphia. Here we go. One last bite. It's hot, but it's really good. Well, they got the Philadelphia Inquirer, not one, but two. I got the daily version and I got the actual paper. So, yeah, that's going to be added to our souvenir collection as we say our final goodbyes on our last full night here in Philadelphia. For our final stop in Philadelphia, we ended up going to the Eastern State Penitentiary in the heart of Philadelphia, and this place gave me the creeps. You'll understand in a bit. So if you're curious who cell this is Al Capone's. This is cell block number 8 here at the Eastern State Penitentiary. So, did you enjoy the tour of the prison?
Yeah.
That's good. So now we're going to be getting coffee, and then we're going to be going back home to Long Island. So it should be a 2-hour ride from there. Bye, Rocky. I just want to take the time to say thank you to the city of Philadelphia and the citizens of Philadelphia for the wonderful hospitality. And I also want to give a massive shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles for their wonderful hospitality as well. I can certainly tell you, Brittany and I had a blast here on the weekend. And man, oh man, we both just realized that this is our last trip together as a duo for 2023. And then at that point, we have completed the final episode of 2023 together of Road to 32. But in 2 weeks, you'll see me one more time, but with another buddy of mine, going upstate to New York in Buffalo.